When you see danger facing you, little boy, don't get scared. When you see danger facing you, little boy, don't you get scared.
As a young jazz musician in this era, we're so distant from what that was. And in a sense, I mean, I would like to know from you, who was a young black man at that time, how important was Charlie Parker to black people who were into jazz music first?
Very important. Very important.
Because what did he present?
Well, he raised our level of the arts in whichever one of us had sense enough to appreciate him.
So there always was a struggle with the Afro-American understanding someone like Charlie Parker.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, let's say, for instance, when you were younger, how many of your friends who weren't musicians, who were Afro-American, how many of them were into Charlie Parker? Was there a lot, or were they more into Louis Jordan?
A lot. They were the listeners. Okay. They were the ones who bought the records and kept track of the albums for you. Because Bird's music, once you started it, you were a prisoner. He wasn't the prisoner. You were the prisoner, because it was incredibly beautiful.
And when he would come to Ohio, for instance, at that particular time, what was the mix of the audience like, and what kind of venue would he be playing? Like when you saw him when he came to Ohio, would that be a club, a dance?
A club, and it would be mixed, about half white people, half Negro people.
And they'd be together.
Yeah, and they'd be together and happy to be where Charlie Parker was.
And it was in a setting of a dance or a theater?
Just.
Or people sitting down and.
Sitting down and having a beer or a scotch or soda, like that.
So, Charlie Parker and Dizzy Gillespie and Thelonious Monk and Bud Powell and Kenny Clarke, all these incredible artists are creating this music in the mid-1940s to late 40s that we know as BeBop. And you're part of that because you're a listener, and it's harmonically different, it's rhythmically different, it has a different melody. What for you affected you, what BeBop was? How did BeBop affect you?
It affected me like the King James Bible affected me literally.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was.
It's the same spiritual thing.
Yes. It was very deep. And Bird was so beautiful. As I walked into the club, I was about this. Here's the wall. And here's the bandstand. The bandstand was about that high. So he was, and he was standing there. And so I walked by, and he was playing the song as you. So I passed. Hey, John, how you doing, man? I love right on into it. And I stumbled to a table and sat down and said, "Who is that cat?"
I love it.
Woo, that's incredible, man. It had been 2 years and 4 months since I met him in Toledo.
You, as a young musician, adjusting to the changes in the music. So you would be a singer and you would be more improvising in a swing style. So, but how are you now adjusting to the different rhythmic things of like, how are you now adjusting? What are you doing? Because you're not playing with Art Tatum at this time. So you must have been doing a lot of like woodshedding on your own.
Ooh.
Tell me now how you would transcribe records as we know it. Like how would you take records and I'm gonna take down this Lester Young solo and learn it? What would be your process? I've always wondered that.
I'd do 8 bars at a time.
You'd have the record playing. Mm-hmm. Would you slow it down? Or would you do it in normal time?
I would do it in tempo.
So let's take Boo-ba-doo-boo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Spoo-ba-doo-dee-dee-doo. So that's Stan Getz solo. So like, boo-boo-dee-dee-doo. Yeah, go ahead, yeah.
When you see danger facing you, little boy, don't get scared.
Uh-huh.
When you see danger facing you, little boy, don't you get scared.
Uh-huh.
When you see danger facing you,
Spoo-ba-dee-dee-doo, boo-dee-dee-doo, boo-doo, bop.
King.
Boo-doo-dee-dee-dee-doo, biddy-doo, biddy-dee, bidoo, biddy-doo, bow, biddy-dee-doo, bidoo, bop, biddy-doo-doo. So how would you would do 8 bars at a time?
Yeah, 8 bars this time.
Okay.
That was beautiful.
Oh man, you and King Pleasure on that. Ooh, that's some good Stan Getz.
Oh, yeah.
Doo-doo-dee-dee-doo-do.
Yeah.
Biddy-do, biddy-dee, biddy-dee-doo, bow, biddy-dee-doo, bow-bow, biddy-doo, bidoo-dee-doo. Ba-ba-doo-doo-bidoo-bidoo. Boobity-doo, bow-bow-bow, boobity-doo. Spaghetti-biddy, boobity-doo-doo-bidoo, boobity-doo-doo-bidoo.
Souvenirs all. That's all right. Better off dead.
Woo! Wait.
Stan Getz was there that night.
When you recorded it?
No, when
Oh,
I
you mean when
met
you,
Bird.
because Roy Haynes was on that gig,
And,
right?
and Roy Haynes.
Because he said, "Don't let the singer up." That's
Yeah,
right,
right. Oh, come on, Bird. We don't know singers, man. We want to play some. Come on. And Charlie Parker says,
Shut up, Roy.
yeah, shut up, Roy. Cool. You don't know who this cat is.
That's right.